when entitled cops realize they just obliterated their life. Cops are expected to uphold the law at all times. What happens when they fail to do that and realize that their privileges have been taken away?
I'm not up, I'm up.
I just lost my life, lost my career, and probably lost my life.
Oh, John, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Here are 4 times when entitled cops were punished for their crimes, starting with the case of John Chu. On April the 27th, 2018, police received a call about an erratic driver, and upon locating the vehicle, they realized the driver was their lieutenant, leading to one of the most corrupt police stops in history.
I'm saying you can cuff him in the front.
Before John pulled over, he swerved over the center line multiple times and drove on for a minute after he was signaled to stop. So the cops already assumed he was intoxicated, and instead of detaining him, what happened next was a prime example of police corruption.
Is there any alcohol in the thing or anything? I know you probably don't. It's a high truck. Is there an odor yet or anything?
No.
You didn't get an odor? All right. We gotta do what we gotta do. We can't meet our cameras, we can't do anything. Let's hope, hopefully he's all right.
The officers were hesitant in examining John for possible DUI because he was their superior, and none of them wanted the responsibility of sending him to jail. This was very distasteful and showed great incompetence, but the cops were reminded that they had to use normal procedures for John's case, something he found highly unacceptable.
We have to handle this like anything else. He's gonna ask you to step out. We already talked to Lieutenant Frioli. All right? He's gonna make sure you're safe to operate the vehicle.
I have to drive half a mile.
I understand, but everything's recorded now, sir. You know that. We gotta handle it how we have to handle it. It's about, sir.
John was visibly agitated that he had to follow the orders of his subordinates, and also because his fate regarding possible jail time rested in their hands. The officer conducted the tests, and it was unsurprising that John failed all of them. But his raging anger about the current predicament caused him to do something unexpected.
You know what?
Hold on, so, LT. You don't want to complete the tests?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You know what, John? I get it.
You don't have your weapon on you or anything? You don't have any firearms?
No, it's shit.
No, it's
no.
stuff I gotta ask, Sarge. Or LT.
Shit, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Your observations. LT, we're gonna have to bring you in and put you on the box based on the test. You know we don't want to do this. We have to do everything's recorded. You understand that?
No, I get that.
You want me to grab your phone or anything? Your phone's not on you, right? You might want to check to make sure it doesn't have anything on. Okay.
John entered the tests, and based on the results, he had to be arrested. His frame put the officers in severe unease, and it appeared a standoff was imminent. And as the officers moved to take John into custody, his next action prompted the greatest discomfort both officers had ever experienced.
Back to this car with us, please.
No, you know what?
What's it?
I would love to know who called.
You can find that out. You know that. You can find out. I don't know who called. I do not know, but you know you'll be able to find that out.
I would never disrespect. No, I wouldn't.
And I wouldn't disrespect you either, sir. So with all respect, can we get you back there so we can get you off the street, get away from this?
I'm not going back to the PD.
John was a lieutenant, so he had the resources to find out who called the police on him. He tried to frighten the officers with this, and it appeared not to work. John eventually agreed to go into custody, but just then, he and the officers showed their truly corrupt nature.
See, we'll handle that. All right, do front and search them. Okay, don't put them in the back. I'm saying you can cuff them in the front. Keep behind this door so no one sees. Mike's gonna put the cuffs on you in the back.
No, there's no cuffs.
Yeah, what I have to do, we got policies and procedures. Let me call the LT. Just, you can shut the door for now.
Even while arrested, John insisted on being treated like a lieutenant, and somehow he was given that treatment. Back at the police department, he had an alcohol level of 0.36% BAC and was charged with DUI. His driver's license was revoked for 6 months, and he was unemployed from the police department. John mentioned multiple times that he respected the officers, but Michael Dunn almost swerved off the road and had the most irritable sense of arrogance and entitlement.
So you're a deputy?
I'm the chief deputy.
You're the chief? Okay. Well, so you know better.
I've had some bad times.
Okay. Well, I understand that. But, I mean, you know we can't be out driving if we've been drinking.
Yeah.
Dunn displayed extreme levels of arrogance to the trooper, and with such body language, he seemed to communicate that he was of a higher level. But the trooper was the authority in the stop, and after discarding Dunn's antics, he proceeded to conduct sobriety tests. Dunn did not like this, and considering he was a chief deputy, his next action was utterly despicable.
Pull your hands out of your pockets. All right, go ahead and stand. All right, you gonna be all right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and stand up for me right here, okay, and face my car. You want to go through these tests, or you just want me to take you in? Huh? I won't take you to Newton. We're in Boone right now, so I'd be taking you to Boone.
Dunn refused to take the tests and still displayed his arrogant tactics, but that didn't last very long, as immediately he saw how serious the trooper was. His initial arrogance changed into a completely unexpected persona.
I know it sucks. All right, but like I said, it's not my choice.
Can't give me a break, man.
You know I can't. Absolutely can't. It's on camera. I can't do anything about it. I've got family out here on this highway. I'm sure you do too. I do smell. I mean, I could smell some odor of intoxicants. All right. Of course, you've admitted to me that you've had something to drink. It's on camera. You're driving. So it's up to you if you want to take tests or if you just want to go into jail. Well, I understand that, but I'm sure you understood that too when you decided to drive, right? Okay. So, you want to take a chance? We can either, like I said, we can see where you're at, or you can go to jail, not have any further evidence. You know, it's up to you.
Now, I guess I'll just go to jail.
Okay.
She wouldn't tell my shit, but
Have you got somebody close by and come get it within like 5 to 10 minutes?
man, it's the whole thing in my life.
Well, she's gonna know.
After realizing that his arrogance wasn't leading him anywhere, Dunn decided to switch to a more sympathetic role to attract the trooper's pity. And while this worked, the trooper needed to test Dunn's field sobriety before he could make a decision. Aware that he wasn't going to pass the test in this state, Dunn refused the test and had to be arrested. And with no reason to keep up the act, Dunn fell back to his usual irritable behavior and made his arrest very hard to watch.
All right, do me a favor. Walk up this way. Go ahead and put your hands on my car. All right, we're just gonna go through this like we normally do.
Really?
Yeah. I just gotta follow policy, man. All right, I will do the professional courtesy if you want. I can just cuff you in the front, sit you in the back of my car. You wanna do that? Or you'd rather have them behind your back?
Cuffing me? Seriously?
Like I said, it's policy.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You want me to follow policy?
I think it's bullshit, by the way, but
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Go ahead and get buckled. You want to be buckled? You want to be buckled?
are you serious?
You don't want to be buckled? I mean, that's up to you, I guess.
Man,
It's not my fault. Don't look at me like it's
no, it's my fault.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I do not want to do this to another law enforcement officer. I've always heard about it happening, never wanted it to happen to me, okay? But like I said, there's nothing I can do about it.
Dunn was placed in the back seat of the trooper's vehicle, and even though he was uncuffed, he found a way to complain to the cop, almost suggesting that his arrest needed a more lenient treatment. This showed his level of entitlement. But what happened next showed an unexpected proof of police negligence.
You know, back in the day, of course, been a long time, an officer could just take him home.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about that. But, you know, I mean, just because that's what they used to do doesn't mean that was right.
Yeah. You're right.
We also used to slap people around just for back talking. Can't do that anymore either.
Well, I used to do that too, but...
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to bother you. You don't have any water or anything in there, do you?
Water?
Yeah. You're a gentleman. Thank
Yep,
you.
no problem.
Dunn was found guilty of DWI and was sentenced to 1 year in jail alongside an $800 fine. He resigned from his job in the immediate aftermath of his arrest. Although Dunn was intoxicated, he was able to stay awake, a stark contrast to Oscar Mayorga, who was caught sleeping behind the wheel.
He was asleep. The pants by his car, he was asleep.
On June the 4th, 2022, a 911 call reported a police cruiser running multiple stop signs and swerving across the road. Officers arrived at the scene expecting a reasonable explanation, but they met their colleague in a very deadly situation.
Hey, Officer Oscar, why don't we come back out here real quick? Come back here, boss man. It's all good.
Hey, man. So, can you just put your hands on the roof for me? Quick, I'm gonna remove your gun, okay? You got any other weapons?
No, but I'm
Take a
prone to
seizure.
seizures. You're prone to seizures? Okay, I'll turn my lights off real quick for you, all right?
What's going on, man?
You know, my seizures might act up. But,
Okay. Do you need a EMS?
no. Here, let's just lean against my car real quick, all right? All right, right here. It may get a little hot because it's an older car, all right? You're not in trouble.
Listen, do you need EMS or no?
No.
If you're acting like this way, I'd rather them come
Here.
and make sure you're okay.
Let's sit in the back where there's AC, all right? You're not in trouble. That way.
No, I know. I'm just trying to...
Oscar communicated to the cops about his high risk of seizure, and they created an accommodating space for him. But a few things weren't adding up. Oscar was visibly in severe pain, but he denied medical attention twice. So he was either a very good actor, or he didn't want the cops to know the life-threatening condition that he had put himself in.
Anything to celebrate today, man?
No, sir.
No? Listen, man. It's
I
rather,
took,
it's better to be honest. In our profession,
I took a lot of Benadryl.
listen, in our profession, you know it's best to be honest, right?
No, I know.
Okay.
No, I know. I took
Listen, man.
the Benadryls.
There is a open container of alcohol in your vehicle. Have you been drinking at all today?
No, that's maybe 3 days old.
Okay. I smell the alcohol coming from your breath. Are you willing to perform standard field sobriety exercises? You are?
No.
You don't want to do them? Okay.
The cops found an open beer can in his console, and paired with his speech impairment and lack of bodily autonomy, Oscar was certainly under the influence of something and needed urgent medical help. With this, Oscar's requests were disregarded and EMS was called. But upon their arrival, the cops uncovered the horrifying evil Oscar had done.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3, yeah.
What time was that?
Again, I think it was 3, 4 o'clock.
PM? Like a few hours ago? Is one of those in your car the same one you drank?
No, sir.
That's an older one?
That one's old.
It's actually older?
Yes.
Okay, my fellow officer said it was in your cup holder when he stopped you originally. Talk to your sergeant or anything saying you weren't going to make it to work today?
No, sir.
And you're scheduled to work, like you.
Yes,
this is your day on?
Oscar was on his way to work that evening when he stuffed his system full of Benadryl and alcohol. He was trusted with upholding the law, but his driving was nothing short of criminal.
They're all over the road, stopping in the middle of the street, off the road, running stop signs, a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
With this guy. And I tried to call the Popka PD, of course, they say they closed. So we just called 911, I guess, and went to you guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure other people was probably calling you.
Okay.
But,
yeah, we got a call.
Yeah, he could be having a medical condition, but he was asleep. We passed by his car, he was asleep.
He was asleep? When did you pass by his car?
Right over here at Center and Firewood.
Okay.
We turned the corner. He was coming this way. We turned the corner because we kind of lost him. But the guy needs some help.
Yes, sir. I agree.
You know. So.
Okay.
I ain't not saying the guy needs to be arrested, but it needs to be something.
The cops wanted to help Oscar, but first they had to conduct a field sobriety test, something which he strongly kicked against. And so the officers were left with no choice.
So you already explained everything to him?
Sir, I already know what 1015 means.
He said he's refusing standard field sobriety exercises. He's going to refuse to go to the hospital.
All right.
I am really just begging you. I don't want to go to jail.
Listen.
Well, hey, we're gonna detain you and we're gonna figure it out, okay? Go ahead. Don't get a resistance charge.
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Put your hands like you're praying.
Yeah.
Oscar was taken to the police department where he recorded a 0.39% BAC, nearly 5 times the legal limit. He was placed on administrative leave following the incident. Oscar complained about his predicament, but Justin Augustine wailed and even blamed the cop for his predicament.
Huh? What have I done to you for you to do me like that, man? Seriously.
On October the 27th, 2018, Augustine wrecked his cruiser after driving while drunk, so a colleague took him to the police department for booking, but Augustine's attitude was unexpectedly horrific.
Are you under the influence of something? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand that.
Done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you going to do?
Go home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not going to let you drive. Can you call your wife? Seriously, Augie, can you call your wife?
I can drive by.
Okay. All right, let's go out here. All right. Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to trying to help you out here.
He ain't doing shit.
Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right. I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax, okay?
Augie wasn't under arrest, but his police gear had to be taken from him till his crash was investigated. The cop in charge of his booking happened to be his close friend, Rick, who felt unjustly attacked as Augie refused to cooperate with him. Rick's main concern was that Augie was too impaired to drive, and as his earlier concern was met with hostility, what happened next was completely unexpected.
Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax. No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world.
fuck that.
I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work. Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't know. What'd you say?
No,
what do you mean you're alcohol, pills? What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. All right, Augie. I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home. All right.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You said you're up. How are you gonna drive home?
I'm not up. I'm up.
With the realization that his job was on the line, Augie teared up and left Ricky very confused about how to handle the situation. He excused Augie's slurs and attitude as a result of his emotions, but there was something particularly strange about Augie's behavior that Rick found very distasteful.
You talking about just in the head? Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't. Why are you doing this why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like that?
What the fuck?
Huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come to take the test. Okay. And again, I understand that, Augie, that you're upset. I get that. You're having a tough time right now with everything that's going on, bud. But it doesn't have to go out like this, okay? It's just an accident.
Troy 421.
Okay?
What I do?
Huh?
What I do?
What do you mean, what do you do? What do you do?
If it's just an accident, what I do?
You hit a semi-trailer, so again, as part of our policy, we have to go down with that and go take the test. If everything comes back okay, then that's great. It helps you. It benefits you.
I'm drunk.
Huh?
I'm drunk.
Augie wrecked his patrol car, notified Rick, who had to book him for it. And even though Rick was only doing his job, Augie showed he had no level of accountability and blamed him for the whole thing. He refused to take the blood alcohol test, which meant his license was going to be suspended.
Your position that you want to refuse the test, correct? Okay. Let me go fill out the form here, and we'll get back with you. And again, as soon as your wife gets here, we'll get you out of here, okay? Not going to be any citations issued or anything like that today. We'll just get the form filled out, get you a copy of it, and when your wife gets here, we'll get you out, okay?
Augie was found guilty of a misdemeanor possessing a weapon and improper handling of a vehicle while under the influence. He was sentenced to a 1-year probationary period with a $300 fine, and his license was suspended for 40 days.